Hi everyone, this is E, the Empty Nester. How are you today? Today we're going to talk about propagating the comfrey. This is Russian Blacking 14, and I did a lot of research before I chose this variety. Normal comfrey would spread like weeds, where the other day you heard me call this growing like a weed. It grows like a weed because it grows into a bush. You can whack it off and it'll be right back in no time, but it doesn't spread by seed and multiply and take over the whole area. I'm going to take some root cuttings off of the plant. All I did was take a pitchfork and put under here and lift it up, and it pulled out some of the roots on this side. And I'm not going to take them all the way into the plant, but you see this big one here. You can cut these down to 1/2 inch sizes and make new plants with them from root cuttings, or you can go in and take a little hunk. You actually want to cut these back a little to go in. Go in right here into the center. Divide it. And you end up with this. This one lost some of the roots, so it won't be dividable. Where this one has a good amount of root left on it. You can take each one of these pieces and turn them into a plant. Pull this apart, and there's a plant. You want to cut the leaves back though to about right here and plant that in the ground or in a container. I'll take the leaves and break them off and put them into the garden. You can put them around any vegetable you want to add a little compost to, comfrey compost, or you can put them in a bucket with some water and turn them into compost tea. If you can see right here, this is still a root sticking out of the ground. I can go ahead and pull that off too and add it to the cut-ins. And put the soil back on it. And this is our haul for today to make new comfrey plants with. If you remember a couple years ago when I first got this in the mail, I got a root that was about twice this size, and they had it broken or cut into 1/2 inch sections, and then they split again in half. So when they were selling it, it's about $1 per root cutting, give or take. They were actually cutting it in half and getting $2 per root cutting that way. Okay. All you have to do is cut the roots into 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and if you lay them flat on the soil like this, it gives them more space to grow a new plant. Or you can just, if you're going to do individual cells, like I put 5 in here, you can put them straight down if you wish, but that's up to you. I'm just going to lay these right here and add some soil to them. Okay, and then cover them with a light coating of soil and water them in. Keep them moist. You don't want them wet, you just want them moist, and they'll be popping up in no time. With the crown divisions, you can either keep it whole like this or split it. Let me show you this one here. You can actually take a knife and cut it straight down and make several plants out of this one root cutting or crown. And you can also see this big hunk right here. You can take that off and make another plant from it. but I'm going to just leave this one whole. If you'd like to know a little bit more about Russian comfrey or any comfrey, it's really good for animal feed, and it's also good for fertilizer and comfrey tea to water your gardens with. It has some of the same nutrients, N, P, and K, as cow manure does. And you can take a leaf off of the plant and put it in the potting hole, or the hole that you dug in the ground, and then put your tomato plant or something on it. And as the leaf decomposes, it feeds your plant. So there's a lot of good benefits from using comfrey. Adding it to your compost pile or just using it as a ground cover for your plants also helps a lot too. But I'll go ahead and close for now. Y'all have a wonderful day and happy gardening.